Hello, everybody. Today I want to talk about my daughter's first trip to Vietnam. It is also her second trip to a foreign country. I chose Vietnam because I have a lot of experience in this country and I think that the Grab taxis are very fast and efficient. On this trip, most Grab taxis arrived within 2 minutes. So why did I choose Nha Trang? Well, first of all, my daughter likes playing at the beach. Secondly, it's a 2-hour flight from Hong Kong to Cam Ranh Airport. Cam Ranh and Nha Trang are not the same. Cam Ranh Airport is located roughly 30 minutes away from Nha Trang. I also wanted to ensure that we arrived before sunset. There are very few people on this flight, maybe only 30 passengers. Vietnam also has a very good online visa policy now. You pay $25 and you get the visa in 2 days. You just print it out and go straight to Vietnam. So when we arrived at Cam Ranh Airport, there were no shuttle buses to Nha Trang. In the end, I had to take a taxi and that cost 250,000 dong, which is just a little over $10. And the hotel I booked was very, very good, very, very clean. The room was spacious and it was only $18. And the best thing of all is that it's only 300 meters from the beach. And so at night, after checking into the hotel, I took my daughter to Playtime Vincom Plaza, which is roughly 500 meters away from the hotel. And inside this shopping center, there is a playroom. Baby, where's the ATM? Where's the ATM? That's the ATM, right. Can you see the drinks machine? Where is the drinks machine? Who? Can you see the drinks machine? Hey, look behind you. Can you hey, drinks machine. Where's the key card? Right. Don't open the door. On the second day, we went to Nha Trang Beach where we spent most of the morning. As you can see from the video, she's not walking in a straight line, and on several occasions I had to prevent her from walking onto the road. When we got to the beach, she wanted to play with the waves, which is quite dangerous for a 2-year-old, and so I had to distract her and put her back onto the put her back onto the beach. After having a meal, we went back to the hotel, and the hotel was very helpful because it would cost about 300,000 dong to get a taxi to the airport, but they got us a minibus, and the minibus came to pick us up from the airport, and that was only 100,000 dong. Why am I going to Ho Chi Minh City? Well, every time I come to Vietnam, I buy some medication, which is a lot cheaper than Hong Kong. And I can only get this medication from big cities like Ho Chi Minh City. When we got to Ho Chi Minh City, it was a lot of hassle to get a Grab taxi. The Grab taxis don't pick passengers up from the front of the arrivals. Instead, you have to go into a car park, and the traffic is very heavy heading into Ho Chi Minh City. Right, put your seatbelt on.
Điện thoại di động và các thiết bị điện tử phải được tắt nguồn hoặc chuyển sang chế độ máy bay. Hành khách mang theo thuốc lá điện tử lưu ý tắt nguồn thiết bị, tháo rời pin, cất giữ cẩn thận và.
On day 3, we woke up early to have noodles at a nearby restaurant. Before coming to Vietnam, I had already found a bilingual school for my daughter. So we had to arrive before 9 a.m. We took the taxi there as usual. When we arrived, at the school, my daughter cried every single time I left her. So the teachers decided that this school is not suitable for her at this present moment. So we left. And outside the school, I searched online for an indoor playroom, and I came across a shopping centre called Han Van Mall. Inside Han Van Mall is an indoor playroom. It's called Big Fun. All shopping malls in Vietnam have lots of plastic balls, miniature kitchen toys, costumes and slides. But this one has all of those. And it also has lots of trampolines. In addition, this indoor playroom is very new, and my daughter had a great time there. And ever since she was 7 months old, she enjoyed climbing. But I didn't expect her to be able to climb so high. We had lunch there, and then we went back to the hotel because she needed to have a nap. When she woke up, we went to another shopping mall, and this time we went to Saigon Center, which is in the city center. And I couldn't find an indoor playroom. Vietnamese shopping malls don't have shopping trolleys, unlike Thailand. So it's not easy to look for an indoor playroom whilst carrying her, going up and down escalators. So I went to another shopping mall. This time it was called Now Zone, and inside Now Zone they have Teeny World. And if you stay in Vietnam for a period of time, you'll probably realize that many shopping malls have Teeny World. So Teeny World is an indoor playroom, but I believe they are also a toy manufacturer, because apart from the indoor playroom itself, they also sell their own brand of toys. Anyway, my daughter had a good time there. She came across two girls, and they played together. And then we went back to the hotel. On day 4, I decided to visit Saigon Zoo for a change. But after visiting the zoo, I was a little bit disappointed because the cages were too small and the animals were quite unhappy. And number 2, there were very few animals. In fact, my daughter got really bored there. I can only think of 2 reasons why I would go to this zoo. Number 1 is because it has a shaded area, so you can get away from the heat. And number 2, inside the zoo, you don't hear the sound of motorcycles. And it is currently 60,000 dong for an adult to enter the zoo. And there are very few animals ever since COVID, because after COVID, very few visitors went to the zoo, and so they didn't have any money to keep so many animals. So after going to the zoo, I did a little bit of shopping before taking my daughter to Crescent Mall, and yes, you've guessed it, I took her to another playroom. So, but I'm not going to talk about playrooms because we've already talked about that before. But I would like to talk about why you should come to Vietnam. Well, I came to Vietnam because the flight ticket was a lot cheaper than going to Thailand. And I like the fact that in Ho Chi Minh City, if you take a Grab taxi, it can cost as little as 40,000 dong, and even the long distance rides are roughly 60,000 dong. So 40,000 dong is a little under $2, and 60,000 dong is about $2.50. So it's good value for money. Whereas in the past, if you take a motorcycle taxi, then you can get ripped off. But with Grab, you know the price of the ride beforehand. I also think that Vietnam is not as hot as Thailand. I also like the fact that you can use contactless card for paying at restaurants and convenience stores. Also, in the past, I didn't like Vietnam very much because the streets were, the pavements were narrow and there were many motorcycles on the road, and it's not exactly pleasant to eat by the side of the road. But nowadays, Vietnam has many shopping malls. This is our fifth and final day in Vietnam. Take a look at our hotel. Whilst it's nothing luxurious, it is clean, comfortable, and located in downtown Ho Chi Minh City. This hotel room was $20 per night. We've been in Vietnam for 5 days, and I have spent a total of $550, and that includes 6 air tickets, all the restaurants, all the food, all the taxi rides, hotels, and entertainment. And for me, this is real value for money. If I went to a developed country, this same holiday would cost roughly $2,000 at least. So I think Vietnam is real value for money. It's convenient and the weather's good. Lots of nice food, and there's lots of entertainment, especially for toddlers. So yeah, I do recommend people living in Asia to come to Vietnam on holiday. So on this final day, I took my daughter to Han Van Plaza again because she enjoyed the playroom there. And then we went back to the hotel at 12 o'clock, and then I took another taxi to the airport. The taxi from downtown Ho Chi Minh City to the airport is 120,000 dong, which is a little over $5. I will bring my daughter to Vietnam again, but I think on the next trip we should be going to Thailand again. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe.